Hello, welcome to the inaugural podcast. I'm Nathan Boehm, and my guest, Drake Sterner.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
So, the way this works is someone from the Jag TV team will come in here, get a guest from the school, and talk with them for a week.
A week?
I mean, no, for 10 minutes.
We're going to be here for a week?
Oh, no. We're trapped in here. All right.
Never anticipated being here for that
All right, that door's locked. All right.
We have enough food?
Anyway, we don't actually know what this podcast is going to be called, but whatever. We'll figure that out later.
Jag TV, the podcast.
I'm thinking like JagCast or something. All right.
Ooh, that's nice.
So Drake here is a good friend of mine.
Yeah, very good friend. Yeah.
Yeah. We've done lots of things together. So I'm gonna ask questions as if I don't know him. So tell me about yourself.
About myself. Okay, can you be a little bit more specific?
What's your name? Grade?
Drake is my name.
Social security number.
As far as you, Drake's my name. As far as you know. Sorry about that. Habit. Grade junior as of this year, because that makes sense. Hobbies. Let's talk about hobbies. I play video games like most kids do nowadays. I play in a band. That's cool.
More on that later.
I wouldn't exactly call myself the most interesting person in the world, but
I beg to differ.
I have my moments. I like languages. That's fun, right?
Okay.
Except French. I don't like French.
So tell me about Marble Studios.
Oh, our movies. All right. It all started back in 8th grade, all right? It was 8th grade, and those correlate. That's kind of cool. In my computer class, it was a typing class, but because I was the fastest little typer in the West at that point, I got done with all my assignments 3 months early, ahead of the whole other class. So I had a lot of spare time on my hands after math class. Instead of doing the responsible thing and doing my homework, what I did was I would kind of stew in my ideas of stuff I could be doing. And what I eventually settled on was, because Endgame was coming out at this point and everyone was hyped up about that, I was gonna make a knockoff of Avengers Endgame called, get this, Revengers B game or A game. It was A game at that point. And originally it was called the A-Vengers, but we
A-Vengers.
Yeah, but we decided that was too similar, so we went with Revengers, even though I've heard some sources say that is something Marvel has in their comics, but I really don't care. We're cooler than that.
So it was originally a comic, right?
It was a comic. Artsy kids always make comics when they're in middle school sometimes. But it was about 10 pages. I thought the art was okay. It wasn't fantastic or anything. But I got the story across, and enough people saw it, because I made copies and gave it out, that they wanted to make a movie about it. And I thought, hey, why don't we just adapt this comic book into a little YouTube video that we could all act in and stuff like that. It was essentially just a storyboard, so it really worked out well.
All right. So the Revengers.
Yeah.
What kind of characters are there?
Okay. This is my favorite part. Well, first of all, to give you a kind of scope of how much of a spoof this was, Nathan's character here, because he was in it, Metallic Man. 3 guesses who that's knocking off, Iron Man. We had Captain Canada, for Captain America, but we also had Bald Eagle Bacon Man, because I wanted to funny story, the actor, in heavy quotation marks, the kid who was going to play Captain Canada, originally didn't want to do it, so I was going to be kind of like a stand-in, but I didn't want to be Captain Canada, so I was Bald Eagle Bacon Man, the symbol of ultimate Americanness and patriotism. But yeah, there's that. There's other characters like Vegas Man, a personal favorite. He's more original, but he's still funny enough that I feel like he goes well with the stories we write. But yeah, that's kind of a scope of the characters, I guess. Oh, here's an important one I should mention. T. Hanos. That's our, Thanos, obviously.
Big bad guy.
The big bad, yeah. But yeah. We kind of kept the little hyphen, just making the name different. We couldn't make it A Avengers, but we were gonna make him T Hanos.
And I remember when we filmed the Revengers A Game, that's the first movie. Everyone kept mispronouncing it as just Thanos.
Yeah.
You wanna go take out Thanos together? We're gonna take down Thanos. Figure out a plan to get Thanos. Beat up Thanos.
There's a couple takes if you look into this on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, where can we find these videos?
Zeta Prime 77 on YouTube.com.
And they're also on my channel, Nathan Boehm.
You should watch mine because they're slightly better.
So, tell me about Infonaut.
My band, yes. I play bass, as I said. Pretty good at it. Not gonna toot my own horn too much, but it's pretty cool. We got several people. Well, you obviously are the manager of that. You know, best friend. We're in a lot of projects together. But
and by manager, that means like I just manage the Twitter and stuff.
He just does stuff so we don't have to, pretty much. Technical stuff. Anyway, our drummer, I guess we should start out with Brendan Fairbours, his cousin. He's probably the best drummer I've ever met, and about the only drummer I've ever met. So, not exactly very competitive, but he's really great.
I guess it was a good thing I introduced him.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, he's really good. We have two guitarists. One has a stage name, so I won't name him, but he doesn't go to South. He goes to North. I know that's not called North, but whatever. Anyway, our lead guitarist is Ellie, I think is his last name. It's Ellie or Eli, I can never remember, but he's great too.
He was actually gonna join us on this.
Yeah, he
podcast.
was, but he couldn't because he had lunch.
Yeah.
Got to get your daily caloric intake, kiddos. Do you want to know our genre or something?
Oh yeah.
Genre, thrash metal, very underrated genre in my opinion. This is a great time to promote it a little bit. Promote my ideals. One thing I've really noticed is kids who give like rock and metal a try usually don't find the stuff that's like really good, that's really in there, because there's this very thick surface level of really samey, just emo. I don't want to insult them, but like personally it's garbage to me. But yeah, it's just once you get past that, it's a great, very diverse just tree with all sorts of branches and so forth of just music. There's a billion different subgenres in the metal scene.
Yeah, I think when a lot of people think of thrash metal, they think of like really edgy lyrics.
Yeah,
and stuff.
they do, but it's more than that. It's a feeling, a feeling that pop music just can't interpret, I feel.
So tell me about your last show.
It was at our unnamed guitarist's house. He was having a little party with family and friends and whatever, and we all decided, hey, why not play live for the first time? And I will admit, it didn't go as well as I would have wanted, but that's not to say we were bad. I thought we put on a great first show.
Let's play some clips of that.
No.
No, let's play some clips. All right.
Just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny. The latest song in the world. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, it went well.
I was there.
Yeah, you were.
I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome.
He was in the audience. He was right there.
When's your next show? Do you know?
We don't know. Right now, one thing I keep getting asked whenever I tell people I'm in a band is, oh, do you have any original stuff? And I always have to say, no, not presently. Not anything that's in a, like, completed capacity that I'd like to show anyone. We're working on an album, because rock bands love albums, even though they're not exactly the most profitable if you don't do them right. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be about 10 songs. We're not really certain on to when it's going to be released, but it'll come out when it comes out. There's not really a lot of anticipation for it, so it doesn't really matter. But we've all kind of agreed that we weren't going to play live until we had some original stuff, because look, if you're going out to listen to a band, you want a unique experience, right? Like, if they were just going to play Metallica, well, you can listen to that at home. You can't experience their unique stuff at home, presumably, unless they got Epic SoundCloud. But yeah.
Well, I cannot wait for some of that original stuff. I say as if I don't know what it is. Well, do you have anything else you want to say to the people?
The peeps, the three people watching this.
You don't know that.
I don't really.
Hi, Mom.
I'm trying to think. What's our time right now? Do you know?
We should be wrapping up.
All right. One second.
Give us maybe a minute.
A minute. All right. Well, it was great to be here. It was great to kind of talk about some stuff that I've done.
Yeah, totally. This was awesome.
Advertise very undertonedly to the people watching, but yeah, it's whatever. And I guess as a closing remark to say one last thing before I lose all my influence here.
Plug your stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to plug my stuff. I just want to say.
Oh, then I'll do it for you. Subscribe to Zeta Prime 77.
Shut up. I want to specifically talk about metal for a brief second. If anyone is going to listen to what I've had to say about it today, if you want to start somewhere, I would recommend starting somewhere slower than thrash, because you kind of have to ease into it if you really want to understand it. Albums that I would recommend. Peace Sells Who's Buying by Megadeth. Not the Black Album by Metallica. That's overrated. Although Master of Puppets is pretty good, Justice for All is pretty good as a starter album. Once you get into it, there's other bands like Slayer, Havoc, Bloodkill, with edgy names like that. But once you look past that, you should have a good time listening to it. And
all right, well, we're just about out of time.
Does stuff for you, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this first episode.
I hope that as well.
Hopefully it'll get better as time goes on, because we have pretty much no idea what we're doing.
It'll
definitely get better.
Smooth out, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Great day, even.
Goodbye.